And he really did it. Yeah, he went ahead and demoted Coach Pat Shurmur. He is no longer calling the plays for the Colorado Buffalo. So when Coach Prime got up there and told the media, I might have done something you guys just don't know. I don't got to announce it to the world when I do something. I might just do it, and y'all might don't know. Oh, he did something all right. Pat Shurmur is out of there. Brett Bartolone, the tight ends coach and the passing game coordinator, has been promoted to the offensive coordinator, and Pat Shurmur is the quarterback's coach. Hey, it is what it is. After the Utah game, I didn't know what else to tell you. Something had to happen, especially after the Utah game as well. We're going to talk about it, though. Say no more. Welcome back to Say No More Media, your top sports news media outlet for 2025. Here at Say No More in the Bay, we say no more when it's used to tell someone that it is not necessary to explain something further because one understands what I'm trying to say. So here at Say No More, we cover all the top sports media. Like, comment, and subscribe. And do not forget to click that notification bell as we are fastly growing and we don't want you to miss out on this fire content. So it's just how the dominoes fell and was what had to do. The Colorado Buffaloes fans, the fan base, the organization wanted to see a change. And Coach Prime went ahead and lived up to his word. And he went ahead and made a change at offensive coordinator. So no more Pat Shurmur. In comes Brett Bartolone. Now, Coach Prime had already been speaking to the media, letting it be known that he was starting with himself first. He was taking accountability for the shellackings we've had at Utah and Arizona back to back. And he said that he was going to do something that the program needed. And we were all calling for Pat Shurmur. No disrespect to Pat Shurmur, but it just wasn't his year. He didn't have the quarterback that he needed, and he put in this whole scheme. He was still looking like he had Deion Sanders out there, and there was no Deion out there. Never really adjusted to Kaidon Salter. Not even sure if he really wanted Kaidon Salter as his quarterback in the first place, because he would have had to do a lot more RPOs, run pass options with slants and seams, and he just didn't seem to want to run that scheme. So Coach Prime did what he had to do, and he got paid. He demoted Pat Shurmur. Will this make a change for the rest of the season? We shall see, because we know we are rolling with Julian Lewis as the starting quarterback now, and I feel that Coach Prime Deion Sanders is making the necessary changes that he needs, because at the end of the day, Coach, you're getting paid $10 million, so these are the type of tough decisions that you have to make. At some point, it becomes about coaching and it becomes about business and what's right for your football team. So, I ain't gonna lie. Before the end of the season, we was looking to see what type of, changes he would make with either Rob Livingston, his assistant coaches, the defensive coordinators or the offensive coordinator. Seems as though, for what we know as of right now, what we've been privy to, the information that we know is that, yes, Robert Livingston has been demoted, and the tight ends coach as passing coordinator Brett Bartolone, whatever his name is, has been promoted to the offensive coordinator. If you ask me, we're not there yet. I was looking at who the defensive pass game coordinator is. That's Coach Robert Mathis. Coach Mathis, I feel you, but you haven't been getting it done. We got torched last game against Arizona. We got to see who's taking over the play calling for the secondary, because I don't know about man. I don't know about if we're running this cloud cover 3 or what we're exactly running when it comes to like our defensive backs and what coverage they're in, but that ain't working too. So I think we're gonna have to address a lot of different other positions before the season is over. Our wide receivers coach just came out in the media and said he doesn't teach pass block. He doesn't teach blocking to his wide receivers, which was crazy. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I'm a Colorado Buffaloes fan, but I'm gonna call it like it is. That's not just a 1-2 thing. There's certain angles. If you want to have your running back be able to cut up inside, that they got to be able to push the DB. Certain shoulders you can attack to gain leverage, so that the running back can cut up field, or at the wide receiver that you're blocking for on these screens can cut up field. So, yeah, I don't agree with that. So as you can see, Coach Prime is taking accountability. He's making the necessary steps that us Colorado Buffalo fans and the organization was calling for. Not just because we said it, we ain't got no power to do nothing, but the coaches see it, changes need to be made, and he's making them. Last thing we can have right now is to go to West Virginia on Saturday morning and get BTA. If we go to West Virginia and get BTA, I am telling you that might be the last button, the last boulder that gets pushed off the cliff for the fan base, for the donors, for the recruits. West Virginia is a beatable team. I mean, we're having a good week of practice. We're making the necessary changes. We got Julian Lewis. He still is a true freshman, but we'll see what Brett Bartolone signs up. What kind of scheme is he running for Julian Lewis? We need to rely heavily on our run game and our tight ends, some quick screens, some running back screens. And we need to run the ball. We need to run the ball against West Virginia, control the clock, and not throw our freshman quarterback out there. It could possibly be raining. We got one of the biggest offensive line in the Big 12. Let's line up behind Jordan Seaton. Let's run power. Let's run some counters. Let's run some stretch plays. Let's not put the ball in Julian's hands as much as we need to. And it was real, Pat Shurmur. You had a hell of a season with CU, but your schemes and when we needed plays the most, it just wasn't making sense, bro. So, it was real while it was. And now I remember Coach Bart, he started as a wide receivers coach, Coach Prime's first season at Colorado, and then he transitioned over to the tight ends coach. And I think this season might have been his first as the passing game coordinator. But I know officially he's a tight ends coach, but I don't know how much coaching you got to do because we don't use our tight ends. I mean, 85 is a monster out there, but hopefully we get to see more of him. But yeah, it looks like Coach Prime is making the necessary decisions that all of us wanted to see. He's responded. He's not acting and turning a blind eye and not acting like he's not making any decisions. That's his job as one of the highest paid coaches in college football. This is your job to make these tough decisions. Friends, people you know for a long time, former NFL players, gold jackets, no jackets, it don't matter. Lakers in 5, whatever. They got to go if they're not getting the job done. Because as a head coach, you're getting paid $10 million, and I know that you know what to do in this position, and the pressure ain't going to break you. Now it's about how the players respond, how the coaches respond, what kind of offensive game plan we can scheme for West Virginia, and we got to be able to stop West Virginia. Rob Livingston, please, can we please not give up another 50 ball? Say no more.